Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Survey Being Hunted episode 4. It's always so tempting sometimes to get the number of the episode wrong or to say it incorrectly. And they said 468 when it's actually 648 even. Tempting's not really the right word. Easy, I should say, is what it is. It's easy to get the numbers the wrong way round. Okay, but it is a sort of afternoon as I'm going to record this. Work's done for the day and all that. And I was thinking to myself, I could just do with, sitting down, doing a couple of recordings, just to keep the old schedule ticking over just nicely. And, oh god, I kind of need to, actually, have a sort of chill-out moment. Because today's been a bit of a sort of wild day. Technical issues and things like that, and not just entirely my own technical issues. One of the issues that I've been trying to resolve today is at work, helping one of my fellow academic staff can get his friggin' lecture slides set up and ready to actually go on for a lecture he was giving earlier today. Basically all his devices, his laptop, his phone and all that, for some reason weren't allowing him to use his email to attach his PowerPoint slides and send them over to where they needed to be. So in the end we managed to get his slides over onto my laptop. And I basically just lent my work laptop to him and just let him use it for the lecture, and then took it straight back off him afterwards. So that was fun, because in the end what that basically meant was that a load of my other commitments, not essential ones, but ones that I'd been hoping to achieve, today ended up sort of being pushed back a bit. So, you know, I'd been planning on having a meeting with a student who needed some essay supervision. I had to basically put that back and say, sorry, but we're going to have to move that, unfortunately. And then, when I tried to ring that student to see if I could just get directly hold of them instead of sending an email to them and just waiting for them to reply, I discovered that, apparently, inexplicably, I'm not allowed to make calls off my phone, apparently. Because apparently I've hit like a fucking bill cap or something, which has taken me entirely by surprise, because I'm not entirely sure how the fuck that's happened, considering I don't actually make a lot of phone calls off my phone, and I'm pretty sure my contract that I was on was something like unlimited calls and texts, which is fucking weird. And at the moment, whenever I try to log into the frigging service provider's website to check my account and see if something's changed, I cannot for the life of me fucking log in because their system is shit and keeps giving me error messages. So, fucking hell, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is happening? So that was kind of a little bit of a stress thing, ladies and gentlemen. It really annoyed me. Really ground my gears, to put it that way. Hence why I'm having this recording session now, because I really need something to chill and unwind after the day's madness. Oh boy. I have to be careful not to stress myself out too much, because otherwise I start to feel the beginnings of a migraine or a headache or something coming on. So, joy. And on top of that, I also wanted to, maybe do some essay marking, but unfortunately for the last few days, guess what? Technical issues. Not from my end though. From basically the virtual learning environment of the institution where I work. It's been having problems these last few days, and as a result their Turnitin application that they use for essay submissions has just been down, meaning in essence that at the moment myself and all the other markers basically can't access the essays that we're supposed to be marking. So fortunately we had an email from the admin team earlier saying that the essay marking deadline has been moved accordingly. It's been granted an extra week until obviously this, technical issue gets fixed. Though I can't actually do any marking, which is very annoying, because I have a whole batch of about frigging 12 or 13 4,000 word essays that need doing. And, you know, if they're going to grant extra time for marking, that's great, that's fine, it takes the pressure off a bit. But yes, it's very annoying, because of course I had all my plans for what I wanted to do today, and then I ended up having to move a lot of things around. Which I can do, that's fine, you know, push comes to shove, I can do that, that's okay. It's just annoying, and inconvenient, and irritating, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know what, I don't think you want to be hearing me just ranting and raving and mumbling and grumbling about that, do you now? In fact, on a more light-hearted subject, I think I'll talk a little bit about some of my recent YouTube viewing habits, because I did come across something very entertaining recently. Something that, you know, just thinking about it now sort of cheers me up a little bit. Makes me feel a bit more light-hearted, a bit better, a bit more entertained and amused. And so, you know how I've talked in the past about Sonic the Hedgehog? About how, you know, I sometimes feel like I can't take that franchise seriously. Because some of the games in it feels so weirdly jarring in terms of how you have this cartoon hedgehog character sometimes placed into these really weird, hyper-realistic looking environments. And of course Sonic 06, Sonic 2006, of course, is the big example of that, of a really bad Sonic game. Well, recently I discovered actually a video. It's about 4 years old, this video. I'm amazed I didn't see it sooner. By Snapcube, the sort of silly comedic dub of the all of Sonic 2006's cutscenes. My god, that was hilarious, that video. It's about an hour and a half-ish, round about there, I think is roughly how long it lasts, the video overall. But god, it's funny, 'cause it's basically a series of voice actors who sit down. They don't know anything about Sonic 06, they've never played it. And what they have to do is, they have to voice, or put their own voices to the cutscenes and the characters as they basically watch those cutscenes for the first time. So basically they have to kind of improv, basically, and they have to try and figure out what's going on just from what they're seeing in the cutscenes, and it is hilarious. I can't believe I haven't seen that video sooner. It's great, because basically it goes down the right rabbit hole where basically every character is either high, a gamer, gay, or a combination of all of the above, and it's great. It's so funny. That's basically what someone in one of the comments summarised it as. But I just love how very soon they settle into a certain vibe for each character, and then they stick with it throughout. One of the hilarious ones for me is how Silver the Hedgehog in that one is depicted as basically being a depressed teenager who has a very whiny voice. And everyone keeps calling him a twink. Silver, you're a twink. Silver, you can be a double bottom. Oh, it's great. It's so good. And then Shadow, of course, is, you know, always just depicted as being a bit of an edgelord and all that. But Sonic's voice lines in that dub are also absolute comedy gold. Because his voice actor just really sort of leans into the absurdity of some of the stuff happening on screen. It's like Sonic holds up a finger and he goes, "One!" in response to lines that the other characters have said, which make absolutely no sense in context of, you know, what he's saying and things like that. It's so good. And the other sort of recurrent joke with that fan dub is that that dub gives more character to what's-her-face, Princess Elise, than she actually has in the actual Sonic 06 script. It's really good. And yeah, I definitely agree with that, because I've been watching the old Game Grumps Sonic 06 playthrough recently, or I should say re-watching it. And the thing about Princess Elise in Sonic 06 is she really is so blandly generic as a character. She really is. She's just sort of like generic, demure princess character with silent determination, and that seems to be very much it. There's no real other distinguishing character traits for her. But then again, you know, I'm talking about it as though Sonic 06 was some kind of, you know, game that should have been great. I mean, clearly, the very concept of it meant that it probably never could be great. Putting Sonic 06 into this silly, like, environment that feels like it's meant to be realistic, but and the devs are attempting to make it realistic, but of course the limitations of the hardware mean that it can't be realistic, but they're still trying to make it realistic, and as a result it's really jarring, to put it that way. But yes, I think I've talked, you know, about that kind of thing in Sonic games before, but I'm sure you can probably hunt down the episodes where I talked about that kind of thing in the past. And to be fair, I am not the only person who thinks that way, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh. But that does make me think, you know, Sonic games, maybe maybe I shouldn't be so quick to judge. Maybe I should get. Well, I think I can't remember. Do I have the Sonic Origins collection in my Steam library? I can't remember. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I'm not entirely sure. I think I do. I don't know. Maybe I should give them a try sometime. I know I have Sonic Generations because I did that one single post 1,000 subscriber special video years ago, just playing it. I've said before, maybe I should come back to that and play more of it. I don't know, because Sonic Generations is actually supposed to be a fairly well liked one, isn't it? People actually enjoy it. I think. But no, I've talked about that before. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. But yes, what it does make me think is, I think Snapcube has a lot of other silly comedic fan dubs of a lot of the cutscenes from other Sonic games. So I'm definitely going to have to just give them a shot sometime, see what it's all about. But yeah, Silver the Hedgehog being called an absolute twink and a double bottom is definitely the highlight for me of of that video. Oh, along with Shadow mispronouncing Mephiles' name. Me files. If you're a perfect copy of me, you'd know I'm gay. And things like this. It's so full of just comedy gold lines. It's fantastic. Really, really funny. But yeah, I wanted to just do a brief sort of So Being Hunted podcast style episode where I talk about that. Because like I say, I needed something to be a bit of a pick-me-up. I needed something just to cheer me up a bit. After the slight hectic bloody day that I've had. And all the friggin' annoying bits of nonsense that are just winding me up at the moment. So, good, indeed. But I hope you guys out there are all doing well and all that. So I hope you've had a slightly, slightly less hectic day than the one I've had so far today. I mean, Lord knows everyone has days like this in life, don't they? It's par for the course. It happens. Every once in a while. You get days like that and you just have to deal with them. That's all you can do. I should probably start an actual challenge again at some point here in So Being Hunted, because this last couple of episodes I think I've just been sort of running blindly and aimlessly around the map, not really doing anything, whilst I just witter on about whatever random boring subject is in my head at any one time. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do next time. I'll maybe see if, I don't know, see if I can think of a good challenge, or maybe see if I can get multiplayer working again. Jump into an online game, something like that, who knows. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see how things play out. Like I say, the last couple of times I've tried logging into multiplayer though, it's been a bit odd, hasn't really worked. For some reason I just can't seem to actually log into any servers, even the official ones. Don't know why that is, it's very bizarre. Sort of like it gets stuck on the loading screen and then doesn't go any further. It's very strange. I'll have to just give it another road test sometime, see if maybe I can get it to work differently. Alright, well, tell you what, I think I'll wrap up there, ladies and gentlemen, and I will say thank you for joining me for this brief little episode of me blowing off a bit of steam and then just wittering on about something that I found entertaining, which usually is how a lot of these podcast-style episodes go. Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested, and if you enjoyed, a like is of course always appreciated. But other than that, I'm signing off now. Goodbye, everybody. Ciao. At least. Over here. That's it. Come for you. Shit. Get the back. There we go. It's more like what you wanted. Jet. Oh, shit. Christ. Shit. At least we reload both cartridges at once. There. He died. I'm not even using grenades in this great, but that's fine. Oh shit, it's a grenade. Fuck. I did. Look at him. Oh, he's right behind me. I need to be careful. Barely see out, but that's fine. Doing it in trace.